Well, I'm back, and I have to recap. Oh no. But yeah, so it is March the 1st, and we have just finished up the Big Ten women's basketball regular season. They just announced, the full tournament thing. It's gonna be quite something. But yeah, okay, so we were coming into this thinking, oh, we can at least get like the bye. I could be pushing for a double bye in the Big Ten. Definitely solidify ourselves into the Big Ten tournament. I mean, especially going off of a couple decent wins. But obviously there was always the questionable losses that always comes into play. Anytime that we play a singular ranked opponent, we just decide to capitulate. And then there was Wisconsin. But we had just ended the month with two straight wins, albeit against one of the worst Northwestern teams, and then also 9-8 Illinois. Sure, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, yeah, they weren't ranked, so get nerds. Anyway, so we start off with three straight ranked games, 4 of 5, and what would be in the future. The fifth one would be the number 3 seed. No, 4. Yeah, 4 seed. Great job, guys. Yeah. So, but obviously we still gotta beat them. We gotta beat one of them at least if we want to make the NCAA tournament. All right, right, guys. Yeah, this one was a throwaway. Obviously, we played well, decent. We played okay in the first half, but then just kind of capitulated from there. Just standard ball. But we got Michigan away. Oh God, this will be worse, right? No, no, it was somewhat there. We actually had a lead in the first half, and then fumbled it. This is a pattern that will come to haunt us later. If only we had certain pots. Anyway, so what do we got next? Lower ranked Maryland at home. Okay, if we're gonna be a serious basketball team, we have to beat them, right? Right? I mean, we just got so close against Michigan, so we beat them, right? Oh, 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 we're that bad. Okay. Cool. Okay, so now we have Minnesota. I mean, at the time they weren't ranked. They were just about to break into the rankings, and maybe if we were able to beat them, we might be able to at least recover some sort of prestige. I mean, it is away, but anything can happen. No. Okay. Okay. You have Iowa next at home this time. You've got to produce something. Literally anything. You're getting dangerously close from the cut. You're getting dangerously. You got to do something. You have to do something. You got to beat Iowa. This isn't your Caitlin Clark's Iowa. This is not that kind of Iowa. They're still good, but you got to beat them at home, right? Fuck. Yeah, it was much more before we tried in the fourth. I just feel like we constrain Prince to a role that does not suit her. In that game, she shot 1 3. One of the best 3-point shooters in the nation. 1 3 attempted. I don't care if they have, any sort of defensive scheme. We see that with Sanford. But you got to have someone like her shooting at least 5 threes a game. Doesn't matter if she misses them. You just don't make some at some point. This time you're giving 3-point responsibilities to, like Hake. Hake is not a 3-point shooter. Maybe she can make threes. I don't know. And then she didn't make any in that game. Like, okay. So what do we got next? A road trip to the West. It's against Oregon. Okay, well, Oregon is tied with us at this point. I mean, in the Big Ten standings, like you've got to you've got to produce something here. Like, okay, let's check in at the third quarter. Oh, oh shit, oh shit! They have a lead heading into the fourth. Wow, this is actually a decent lead headed into the fourth. All right, well, maybe you can do something with this. You know, I believe in you. Why? Why did I believe? Why did I think this was gonna go well? This was not gonna go well. Are you fucking serious? Really? You blow a lead in the fourth quarter? So stupid, man. Absolutely stupid. I was on the edge, you know, at the beginning of the season on, you know, whether this would be Amy Williams' final year. I really was. I was like, but then she started out well, you know, winning all the non-con games. I'm like, okay, you know, sure, maybe. I mean, this is without Natalie Potts. You know, this could be a season in the making. And then we played California teams. We're like, okay, not great, but it's the California schools. USC would turn out to be just mediocre and finish with almost the same record as us. But, you know, okay, we got wins against the teams that are lower than us. You know, that's something. You know, you're beating teams that you're supposed to beat. That's different than other teams. And then we lose to more ranked teams. And then we lose to Wisconsin. That's kind of where I lost faith a little. And then this 6-game losing streak happened. We're at 6 right now. Are you fucking kidding me? How the hell can you allow this? How the hell can you not change anything? Oh no, she did start mopping for a couple of games. But then went right back to the same starting 5. And then just never bothered putting Maupin in. I don't get it. Maupin is clearly one of our better players. She has... I mean, it looks like a skeleton build, but really long arms. You know how much that does? That makes a difference in the women's game? It makes a whole hell of a lot of difference. Because if you can stick her hand out for passes, boom, that's instantly the other way. The amount of times that happens in games is more than once. That makes points. Makes points in games like this, where you lose by 4. And yeah, this is just another reason why Natalie Potts we need at least an explanation as to what kind of setback happened. Like, did she re-tear something? Because if that's the case, then she might not even be able to play next year. Or is this, you know, like, it still hurts. And, you know, like, okay, then you'll be back next year. But we gotta have an explanation at least. But hey, there might not even be a next year for you because, you know, with this, and, you know, still another West Coast game, you're not even gonna finish with a winning record. You might be in danger of missing the Big Ten tournament at this rate. Like, bruh, come on. It's so dumb. It is absolutely dumb. And, like, it doesn't matter anymore. It doesn't matter anymore. You know, we're slipping further and further from where our peak was when we made the Big Ten championship. Made it into overtime. Lost. That was our peak. And we have fallen ever since. So now what? You know, just sit here and wonder. We still have another game in Northwest, but I don't think they're gonna just absolutely shit themselves. What? Huh? Well, yeah, there's no way that she makes that anyway. I mean, it's the last second. Like, We are anti-clutch. Very, very, very anti-clutch. Oh, she made it. Well, okay. Okay. Um, this doesn't help anything. Let's be honest here. This does not help anything because it's just going to make this season feel more lost. Like, okay, we got the win, yeah, but I feel like you could have gotten a win from any of these other six results. Like, any of these other six results flipped into a win, and, like, you're comfortably sailing into the end in the Big Ten tournament with maybe even a bye. But instead, you're sitting squarely at the 12 after you lost to Oregon. No way you could go up. You can always go down, though. But it just made me think, like, oh, God, is she going to actually save her job? Because we need a fresh start. Brett Prince is too good for this program at this point. We just need to start. She just needs to go find her own better place where she has actual teammates that are, similar to her quality. Just something, man. Just something. But, alright, well, okay. Who's our last game anyway? I mean, it's Big Ten. Pretty much every game is tough. What is. Oh, it's Rutgers? I mean, Rutgers. We were like losing 3 or 4 at one point. Or no, it was 3 straight. But, no, I'm just messing with you. We obviously won that game by 41. Oh, dear. Yeah, that was something. Rutgers kind of just looked like a Division II team, but that's always been Rutgers women's basketball. It's the thing that, we had the kryptonite against in the past, but whatever. I don't know, man. It's just Rutgers. You don't get anything from Rutgers. And it was around, what was it, the Iowa loss that I was like checking the NET rankings, and it still had us at checking in at a number 29. I'm just sitting there going, 29? Wow, the NET is flawed. And then I checked Oregon. Like, okay, surely this Oregon loss. Nope. Checking in at 30. And then we beat Washington. 28. Bruh. And then, we beat Rutgers. 25. I'm gonna hold on. I'm gonna check that right now. Watch. I'm gonna check the NET ranking right now, and somehow, some way, this is no. We're still at 25. Okay, we were at 26, I guess, from the win originally, but like we're ahead of actual ranked teams that deserve it. This is why the NET should never be listened to ever again. This team is the reason why. But okay, well, we won our last 2. I guess. And apparently, according to what seems to be every other projection out there, we still have a shot at making it. When you are a program that is kind of just there, when you're a Big Ten program that it expects better than this, and then to be shown like a pity, getting into the tournament, it's more of a slap in the face. Because the team can be better. And yet, for some reason, they feel like just not doing anything. But, okay, well, who's up next, I guess? Indiana? Sure, okay. It's going to be in Indianapolis, so I guess Indiana's got that home field advantage they didn't get against us, but okay, I guess. I just it is a very wasted season. Because last season we were much better and we still lost in the first round. Now, even like now we have a very, good chance of still missing the tournament. If we lose this game against Indiana, we miss it. I don't think we should get in. Just basing it off of, vibes and all. You shouldn't get in. And also, 12 seed in the Big Ten, 11 seed in the in the in the NCAA. Stop. Just stop at this. I don't. I. It's a waste. It's an absolute waste of time and resources that I've spent into thinking that this team could actually do something. The start was nice, but then it just seemed like everything fell apart. It's not even something that you can blame injuries on because it's almost the same exact starting lineup as it was in December. Obviously, some players got more playing time because they were genuinely better. But that betters the team because if they're starting to actually show better and get more minutes out there, that makes the team better. And yet, here we are, sitting there, extremely, extremely mid, and I it's a lost season. We need to just. I get it's very reactionary, but we just need to start over. Like, we just need clean house, start over. Even if we shit it next year, whatever. If we still have Amy Williams for next year, my expectations will be that you have to better this season. You have to be comfortably in the Big Ten tournament come March 1st of 2027. And if you are not, you don't survive. I don't even think you even make it to the Big Ten tournament with that. Get out. Because I don't want another season of, we could totally do this, and then just not do it. You put this on yourself. You put the expectations on yourself that you could do these good things. And yet you never follow through. It's just annoying. It's just absolutely annoying. You could have taken the path of the men's basketball team. Actually take that, energy from the non-con season and pushed it into Big Ten play. Because it's not really like Nebraska men's played really anybody. K-State sucks. It just genuinely sucks. And, Oklahoma, everyone's just kind of there for that schedule. And, women's is basically the same. Honestly, the best win of the year is North Dakota State. And just like, what that Washington game was? It was our first road and quad one win. Or maybe it was just road quad one. I don't know. Whatever the case is, that is sad. I guess maybe Illinois could have been a quad one. I don't know. I don't really know these metrics. I don't fucking care. That is sad to be sitting there February 22nd and finally getting your first road conference victory and your first road quad one win of the season. That is depressing. That is very depressing. And I hope this brings some change. Please, I cannot have another season of just terrible. Just can't. Even if you make a run in the Big Ten tournament, it doesn't matter. Because you know what the one tournament that matters? The NCAA tournament. It's the same thing I say with baseball. The NCAA Big Ten tournament doesn't necessarily matter. If you keep winning it, but you don't win anything in the NCAA tournament, who cares? Let's just call it the Tin Pot Trophy. I already call the Big Ten tournament for baseball the Tin Pot Trophy. Because it seems like no matter the situation, Nebraska will just shit house away to the final. No matter how shit they are. So just make change. Just make change. We need something that's better than this February. We just need a better February than this. Better January, better November, better December. I get you went perfect in November, but it's not like you were living lights out. Just have to play better in the Big Ten, and then play better in the NCAA tournament. All right? You hear me? Thank you. All right, I'm gonna go shut up now because my throat is starting to fucking hurt. And I will see you guys whenever they get eliminated from the Big Ten tournament. See ya.